boots on the ground, putting it down. Get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up, get up. I got something to tell you I don't think they want you to know, but I'm going to tell you anyway. It's best-selling author Mickey D with The Scoop. I want to thank you for joining me. It's a pleasure. It's an honor to be on your electronic device. I thank you very, very much for your support of watching those ads for at least 30 seconds play through. Thank you very, very much, my friends. I watched today some free training, which was very, very good, and it was in-depth, and I enjoyed it. Also, your support of purchasing the books and the t-shirts and all, thank you very, very much. My friends, as you know, The Scoop is about your entertainment and your education. I'm not a stockbroker. I'm not a money manager or anything like that, my friends. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm an author. I do deep research and I write about these different companies. My friends, I mastered this during the dot-com era when I used to go out and knock on doors and find out what was going on with these different companies. It was very successful for myself, for the individuals that I was working with. We did very well during the dot-coms, and we're just repeating that now during the cannabis era, which is here and it's going to be here for a while, my friends. My books, you can find them on Amazon.com. You can get the audiobook, the paperback book, or the ebook, my friends. As you're listening, going, driving in your car, or what have you, you can just listen to them. My show here, The Scoop, if you're the first time joining us, you can set it and forget it, because I'm not going to have charts for you. I'm not going to have a lot of diagrams, and so you won't have to stop and look at your computer. You won't have to stop and look at your phone or anything like that. If you're multitasking or you're doing things at home, you can just go right on through with what you're doing. Another of my books, Promising Medical Marijuana and CBD Treatments. As you know, the FDA right now is going to be approving some things, and hopefully we'll get ahead of some of those drugs, and we'll know exactly what they're doing. Like in a minute here, we're going to talk about Charlotte's Web, and we're going to talk about IIPR, Innovative Industrial Properties. As you know, those are two of my favorite stocks, and we have retired both of them. But we'll do a little fact check of the Motley Fools there, and we'll see how they came out, because they actually do a fantastic job on stocks versus other stocks. Which stocks are better and which stocks are worse. Similar to my CBD, I look at it as we're the CBD series, where we're looking at these different stores and looking at these different areas to see where these CBDs are. Shameless plug, huh? But also books, Investing in Medical and Recreational Cannabis, buying before, during, or after legalization, my friends. There's a lot going on right now. A lot of these companies that you would have known about them for a year, over a year now. You would have known about the African Marijuana Gold Mine, Richmond on Soul meets Wall Street. One of the companies we're going to talk about here in a second, Charlotte's Web. You know, it's not even a year. It hasn't even been a year yet since Charlotte Web went on the market there in Canada with my friends up there. But we were talking about it well before that. In page 97 here, I talk about it with their crossbreeding and how they have the strongest strain out there, and how it was the seizures, it was working, and we should have taken that note there and known that when Charlotte's Web came out, sooner or later it was going to be a hit. And some of you got on board early, and congratulations to you. That's great. The largest indoor and outdoor marijuana farms in the world. There's things going on right now. Big coup for Aurora Cannabis. Italy, we've been talking about Italy for a very, very long time. Marijuana today, vanadium and uranium tomorrow. Companies you can get into early, hold and grow rich. A special section on gold stocks in the back. It's a little mini book. I just wanted to get these companies out to you. People are telling me that the gold section in the back is exploding with gold. We have some undervalued stocks there in the back, my friends. But once again, thank you very, very much for joining me. Today, I'm going to just do something a little different here. I usually don't bring articles or research things to you, but I felt that two of my favorite stocks were being talked about by Keith Spites, I think is his last name. It's the Motley Fool. And they've done a fantastic job. These guys, I've been listening and reading and doing taking a look at some of their material now for over 20 years. So I usually follow some of their leads. We often will agree and sometimes we'll disagree on different things. But I believe in this area, he's right on the money here. And Keith did a fantastic job. And I just want to go over the article with you. And it's talking about who's a better cannabis stock. We're looking at Charlotte's Web or we're looking at Innovative Industrial Properties. Now, Charlotte's Web Holdings, CWBHF, and Innovative Industrial Properties, IIPR, rank as two of the most profitable cannabis stocks on the market right now. Both companies stand out as leaders in their niche markets. Now, so far this year, Innovative Industrial Properties has been the biggest winner by far. But which of these two stocks is the better pick for investors over the long run? Here's how Charlotte's Web and Innovative Industrial Properties stack up against each other. Now, you know we were in Charlotte's Web early. Full disclosure, both of these companies, I still own hundreds of shares in both of the companies. And I've disclosed that on previous shows. But Charlotte's Web, we knew that early on that they were going to be pretty big time because we read the African Marijuana Gold Mine over a year and a half ago maybe, and we knew that they were going to be big because they had that going out there. And the Make Money Online with Cannabis Stocks, we read that, so we knew that IIPR, Innovative Industrial Properties, was on there, and I've read that to you before also. I think it's page 35 on Innovative Industrial Properties where we talked about it. But my friends, I say that to say that these are two of three stocks that we've retired on the scoop. We retired them because that's the lowest pot. We believe that Charlotte's Web, when it basically came out and debuted less than a year ago, I believe it was in August when it came out on the stock exchange up in Canada, my friends up there, it was like, what, $5, $7 or so. We believe that in that range, under I would say $8 is about, it's about the lowest you're going to see. Charlotte's Web, I don't think will be a teenager too much longer. And IIPR, you read about it, we got it as a teenager. So IIPR was 17, 18, 19 cents when we started accumulating that. And that was a pretty good coup for us. But let's see what the Motley Fools say. Now, this is a case for Charlotte's Web. Okay, Charlotte's Web paved the way for what has become a thriving hemp cannabidiol CBD market in the U.S. The company's name became synonymous in CBDs in 2013 after major news outlets covered the story of how Charlotte's Web CBD oils had helped drastically reduce epileptic seizures in young Charlotte, Fiji. Now, you know I've talked about that before, but I don't want to get into that right now. But today, Charlotte's Web claims the #1 hemp CBD brand in the U.S., and it markets 12 CBD oil products, 4 capsules, 4 topical products, CBD isolate, and 12 CBD products for dogs. More products are on the way, including the cosmetic products, consumables. They've got things on the way. Charlotte's Web is a total winner, my friends. In 2018, Charlotte's Web planted 3,000 acres of hemp, producing 675,000 pounds of dried hemp biomass. This year, the company is planting 862 acres, 170% more than they did last year. That doesn't necessarily mean that Charlotte's Web will immediately sell all it produces. The company grows more hemp than it needs for the next year to reduce the risk of product shortfalls. It's a good idea. However, the demand for its products seemed likely to continue to skyrocket. Cannabis market researcher Brightfield, you can read all that. Everybody's got their different projections of what it's going to do and what it's not going to do. Charlotte's Web has more outlets in its products than ever. More than 6,000 retailers are now carrying its CBD products, including major national retail chains such as CVS Health. Online sales accounted for 55% of the company's total revenue last year. That's impressive. because they're not in a lot of stores right now. 6,000 is a lot. I was telling you about that other store that's going to have over 100,000. I'll be talking about that store here. But as soon as, see, my friends, the CBD rules are being written right now as we speak in America. So there'll be some relief, and that's going to be a good thing. Now, my friends, the average analyst's 1 year price target for Charlotte Web reflects a premium of close to 70% above the current share price. So I don't believe Charlotte's Web will be a teenager for too much longer, my friends. When we go on this run, which we will run, it'll be a massive run. It was my friend up in Canada, Rich. He says a renaissance, and I'll talk more about that. And Rich, plan on helping you out. We're gonna get together. We're gonna do something special, my friend. That's Rich from Rich TV up in Canada, up in Vancouver. We're gonna do something special because I'm gonna be going over to Phoenix, and I'm gonna work with him on his CBD distribution out there. We're gonna just chill out. We're gonna be all right. Right now, the laws are kind of not in our favor here in the U.S., but we're able to get away with some things. But we still have a little way to go because the states are bucking some things. But now, the case for innovative industrial properties. Now, it's one of the three stocks that we have retired because we thought that, as a teenager, it would be about the lowest we could get. It's about $120-something now. So it may or may not go down as long as we talked last week, if you saw the video a couple days ago, that not magical, that psychological $100 barrier. We're trying to see if it's going to hold that. 99, 100, 101. As long as it holds that area, we think that the possibility of it going up are pretty good. Also, my friends, the Federal Reserve meets on Wednesday. So when I was selling real estate back in the day, back in the 90s, I was doing a lot of real estate, I was doing a lot of mortgages. In California, see, if you had a notary license, like I had a notary license, you could do the sale as a realtor. You could do the deal. You could do all ends of the deal. You could list the house, you could sell the house, you could do the loan on the house. So as a mortgage broker, and basically, you got all the money for doing the deal. And you do a few of those a year. And I remember at one point in time, I had 25 deals in escrow. 25, my friends. And I was part-time. Well, I was considered part-time. 25 deals, I was considered. Today, some of you real estate agents and some of you brokers out there, you got to have 25 deals in escrow right now. But that's the way it was when the market was super, super hot back in the day, my friends. Let's go back to the case for innovative industrial properties. That's a sidebar there. Innovative Industrial Property ranks as one of the best performing cannabis stocks of 2019 so far. The company is the leader in providing real estate capital for the U.S. medical cannabis industry. IIPR business strategy is simple. The company acquires existing properties or ones in development and attached greenhouse facilities that are in states where medical cannabis is legal. IIPR then invests in enhancing these facilities and leases the properties to companies that have medical cannabis licenses. The company currently owns 23 properties, 11 states. All of the properties are leased with a weighted average remaining lease term of approximately 15 and a half years. IIPR average yield on invested capital for these properties is around 14.7%, which is excellent. Prospects appear to be very, very good. 33 U.S. states have legalized medical cannabis with more likely on the way doing. It's looking good for any type of real estate investment trust right now. Also, like I said, with the Fed meeting, the Fed is going to lower interest rates, we think, on this is a little something for you. When I was selling real estate, little thing I used to tell people in the office, you're going to be making money for a long time, because when interest rates are low, real estate and stocks will grow. Remember that. When interest rates are low, real estate and stocks will grow. So my friends, I say that to say IIPR, Innovative Industrial Properties, is a REIT. It's a REIT, and the interest rates are getting ready to be lowered, not only in America, but all over the world. So my friends, I say that to say, what do you think? Okay, The laws are bottled up in Washington. We can't get anything done. Also, the interest rates are going down. What do you think the future is for IIPR? I mean, let's move on with what the Motley Fools are saying. They're saying One Nice Plus is buying IIPR. Okay, IIPR has a dividend. As a real estate investment trust, the company must return at least 90% of its taxable income to shareholders in the form of dividends. IIPR dividend currently yields just under 2%. That's going to be going up higher, my friends. There's going to be some fat. I've gotten some fat dividend checks that I really, really like. Wall Street's analyst consensus one-year price target for IIP reflects a premium of nearly 60% over the current share price. Like I said, the current share price is around $120 or so. It's in there, right in there somewhere. We're looking at it holding that $100, like I was saying. So the shares are a little pricey, 36 times expected earnings. But my friends, the question is, giving you this information, which is the better cannabis stock? Now, the Motley Fool says, Keith says, and I agree with him 100%. He says he likes both the stocks. Now, I like both of the stocks also. If I had to choose just one, though, it would be Innovative Industrial Properties. The company is highly profitable and has proven that it knows how to succeed in its niche market. And I expect IIPR's dividend will grow as it expands its business. Charlotte Webb is a good pick, but I think that IIPR is the better cannabis stock right now. Well, I'll tell you, the Motley Fool there is on it. Keith Spates, and if I trice up your last name, forgive me. But I think he's right on it, and I think both of those companies are outstanding companies, and both should be included in any portfolio. Now, I'm not a money manager. I'm not a financial advisor. But early last year, I put out a video. This is before IIPR really started jumping. It started jumping because I was waiting for a pullback, and really, that 100 may have been our pullback last week. That $100, 99, 98 may have been the pullback. I know I was waiting for a pullback before, and it pulled back to 78. And you'll see the video, and I was asking, was that the pullback? And I can remember at 40 and 50, I was asking, went up to 60 maybe. I was looking for a pullback to 40, and I think I got a pullback to maybe 42 or 44 at one point. And this is a very, very strong stock in a interest rate environment, and a political environment, and a legislative environment where they can't get anything done that benefits IIPR. So when we saw what we saw in IIPR over a year and a half ago is still good today. My projection for IIPR, I would like to see a stock split before 200. I would like to see IIPR be my AOL of the 90s. You guys remember AOL, up and down. Up, split, 2 for 1, down. Up, split, 2 for 1, down. Doubling your shares. The stock just kept going up, and you just kept buying it up. IIPR, for you millennials out there, you baby boomers out there, like I said before, like I said a year ago, 6 months ago, IPR now has been out for a couple years, maybe about 18 months or so before it IPO'd. It's been I can't remember every date and every time and every IPO price on every one of these things. So I have to get a cheat sheet somewhere and do that. But anyway, my friends, it's been out for a while, but I said then, mixing the mixture of low interest rates, of real estate, of dividends, REIT, it has to pay out by law. It has to pay it has to pay us back, and all that combined was a perfect type company for this particular time in the market, in the cannabis market. So my friends, I agree wholeheartedly with the Motley Fools. Two excellent companies, but I believe that the better of the two is IIPR, and me and the Motley Fools. The fact check of the Motley Fools is complete, and the Motley Fools have 100% of my support on this particular one. Kudos to you, Keith. You did an outstanding job. Also, like I said, Rich TV Live, I'm going to get back with you, my man. I got to get back with you. You and David Modell, you did an excellent job. I appreciate what you guys are doing up in Canada. Appreciate what you're doing, Rich. We'll help you as much as we can here in America. We're going to help your CBD company blow up, man, right down here. Because we'll help you any way we can. That's what we do. We're going to help one another. I'm going to be, boom, this area. We'll see what we can do. We'll do something special, okay? I got your number, got your digits, man. Be getting in touch with you. Take care. God bless you. Take care. Have a great weekend, my friends. Love you.